Raising a positive child, you'll agree with me, in the present days that we're in, with the cutthroat competition here and there, tension, stress, is a struggle. Welcome to Family Connect, coming to you from Fakir Kiddies TV and Fakir Kiddies Club, where we are in, I wouldn't say troubled times, but things and times have changed. Values have changed. And bringing up our children with a positive mindset is very necessary to prepare them for the journey of life. Journey of life is full of challenges. There's no way anyone can escape it. Every single person will face, whether you are the richest, the most beautiful, no matter how opportune you are bound to face challenges. And children start even from school. In school, they have somebody, there'll be somebody who is doing better than they are. A child is bound to feel kind of low down, a little complex. But the work is at home. The work to bringing up the children with a positive mindset starts from home. And mothers, both mothers and fathers, but more for mothers. We're in challenging times. And how do we train our children to face all these life difficulties, which I told you there's no way anyone can escape it. We will have to face it and find a way to get out of it. How? Tell me, let's ask ourselves, how can we boost their confidence with positive thoughts? How can we build the confidence? Remember the saying, the child's creed, that says, a child who is accepted learns to be confident. A child who is encouraged learns up positive. The child creed tells it all, which I've treated in the past. Kids are actually more stressed these days, if you want to know. They are more stressed these days than they were before. There's so many things, there's so much competition at home, at school, everywhere they go to, even at parties. Fingers are not equal, you know that. And for example, a child goes to a party, even in school, when the children bring different kind of bags, lunch boxes, shoes, and all. How do you train your child to feel positive and confident? Remember my usual saying by Eleanor Roosevelt, that no one can make you feel inferior without your permission. We need to train our children to be confident, to believe in themselves, that they are okay. Their bag is okay. My shoe is okay. I don't have to like Nikki's shoes or bags. I don't have to have it. I'm okay with what Mama and Papa has bought for me. Because we tell I'm going to, a lot of tips. I have a lot of tips, but I'll take it one at a time. This is going to take us a little while. We'll start. First of all, let's take the first one. Our first tip. Children hear only stories of success. Only success. They never hear about the struggles of their parents had, the failures. Because the parents are not there like that today. Rome was not built in a day. All our parents, all of them, would have faced one challenge or the other to get to where they are. So it is important to let our children know about our failures. The other time I read on Mr. Akirapo's page that tell your children about failures. You need to let them know that the world is not about successes alone. Both come together. They are twins, successes and failures. But when we tell them only nice things, they dream. They get into a fantasy land, fantasy island. The world is not about fantasy. The world is real. We need to let them know, we need to tell them about the power of positive thinking. Thinking positively that, okay, if I didn't do well in school today, if I didn't do I didn't do exactly what Mom said, I can always improve. A positive mindset will always get better. Only a positive minded child will shine in the face of problems. Only a positive minded person will shine and excel. We're facing so much challenges in any field. be you a school owner, be you a trader, in the markets when everybody is selling wristwatches or the same food stuff. How do you survive? If you don't have a positive mindset, if you don't train your children to be able to face competition now, it will be very difficult for them to have a settled mind. They will have problems with, they will feel negative about things. It is important that right now, as you catch them young, don't let it be too late before you get your children. The world is not about, it's not a fantasy land. And Rome was not built. The world is not, life is not a bed of roses. And children need to be reassured. They need to know that if they don't do well today, there's always an opportunity to do well tomorrow. If mom or dad couldn't, sometimes you can't pay fees. Parents cannot pay fees. School your children. Let them know that sometimes times are hard. We don't have to get begging. If let them know that sometime or the other you had to stay home because your parents couldn't pay your fees, and so on and so forth. And I know parents, it's not easy. It's not magic. It's not magical. Parents need to be consistent and patient in instilling the sense of gratitude and positivity in their children. Positive-minded children and people will always do well. But having a positive state of mind is not an easy task. It needs training, it needs patience, it needs certain skills. But if we have supportive parents, if parents do what they have to do, it won't be a problem. Now, one of the first things, the other thing that will help children develop strong positive mindset is that parents should allow them to fall. Let them fail. Allow them to fall. If we're too protective, if we're there all the time, we do things for them. Roger Lowen said, too often we give children answers to remember rather than problems to solve. You are there. You want to solve every problem they have. It's not possible. It's not. Stand by them, most certainly. But let them learn to get up after a fall. Let them learn to get up after a fall. There's no big deal in falling. It is only when you don't get up that the problem is there. I'm going to have to stop today. This is my first part of how to raise a positive child, a positive-minded child. Next time, we go on to part 2. This is a long one, and I hope that we'll find whatever I'm saying useful. Because our children are going to be the leaders, they're the future. They need to have positive mindset in doing anything. They need to know that it's okay to fail, and because you can always try. It's okay to fail because you can always try. You can always try. There's always a second chance. Train them to hold their heads high and be confident. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. And yes, they can. Thank you for your time. Until next time, the second part of many parts of how to train a positive child. Thank you for listening. It's bye for now.